Still staying on the local front, the Finance Ministry's 2014 Annual Reconciliation Report indicates that Ghana's Petroleum Heritage Fund, as of 2014, has generated $243 million with all the funds invested abroad. However, some petroleum revenue management watchers think there is the need to diversify the investment to allow some portions of the Heritage Fund to be invested in key infrastructure development in the country.
Currently, the Petroleum Revenue Management Act 2011, Act 815 mandates that approximately 9% of Ghana's petroleum revenue is kept in the Heritage Fund meant for future generations. However, the Act allows for the fund to be invested and managed by an international reputable fund managers abroad. A Petroleum Revenue Management observer at the Friends of the Nation, Solomon Kusi Ampofo, who has been observing the Heritage Fund, explains the framework within which the fund operates and its accruals.
Section 27 of the Petroleum Revenue Management Act prescribes that the Ghana Heritage Fund should be invested in a qualifying instrument prescribed by an executive instrument. The law also established the Investment Advisory Committee to advise and propose to the Minister an investment policy guideline as to how these revenues or funds should be invested. And as of 2014, about $243 million has accrued to the Ghana Heritage Funds, and the return on investment has been $5.5 million.
Speaking on the sidelines of a media training on petroleum governance organized by the Institute of Financial and Economic Journalists with sponsorship from GIZ and SECO, a senior lecturer at the University of Cape Coast Business School, Dr. John Gachi, argues that government must diversify the investment of the Heritage Fund to allow a portion to be invested in Ghana.
Well, I do know that there are international reserve benefit for investing the Heritage Fund outside the country. But to a large extent, I believe the proper thing to do is to diversify the investment, whereby we have some percentage of the Heritage Fund invested in key sectors of the economy.
From the perspective of the business community, I talked to an entrepreneur, George Asarubafo of Electrofast Engineering Services.
And for me, that Heritage Fund should be invested in Ghana. If it is given to, say, National Investment Bank, because the idea of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah establishing National Investment Bank was actually to industrialize Ghana, whereby entrepreneurs could access money from the bank.
With more petroleum exploration on the western coast of Ghana, it means more money for the country, and therefore the debate for better management of Ghana's revenue from the petroleum sector is also expected to intensify. But is government ready to listen to these debates and act accordingly? For Versatile News, I am Agyei, Annim, 2nd.
Well, venturing into the space of energy, the Director of Public Relations